About to start my braze here, and I can't stress how important it is to put ball valves with service fittings on them in the correct direction towards your air handler. If you ever have to take down your air handler and you don't have ball valves on your systems, and you have like 6, 8, 10, or 150 air handlers on one system, imagine a hotel or apartment building where, because you have to open up the refrigerant circuit for one air handler, you have to totally disable an entire apartment building or a motel, especially if it's in some place like Texas or New York in the middle of the summer, because the installer or the contractor didn't budget in service valves, ball valves in the system. We actually, in this building behind me, we have a system that needs 2 air handlers where pipes were bent by the installation team, literally kinked the liquid line, and they need to be serviced. But I can't service them because that VFR system didn't have ball valves to every air handler. So I have to totally disable their whole complex just to service 2 bent, kinked copper lines. And the expense of that far outweighs the expense of just the little job I have to do. And that reflects back on yourself if somebody has to come in and service behind you. Wet everything down. So I use, your flame torch might hit something up here. You know, no one wants to look at burnt plastic. Sometimes I'll put a piece of paper up here, and once you wet it, you can just stick a piece of paper towel up there. But wet your paper towel. Your flame shouldn't hit there, but we all make mistakes, and I've burnt some before a little bit. But these are my 2 service areas. Wet your rags just prior to nice drippy wet. I have nitrogen coming out there. I have nitrogen going in this way. So I'll braze here first, then I'll braze here, then I'll braze at this liquid line. It's going to, nitrogen's going through my entire evaporator, coming out here, then I'll braze here and I follow the nitrogen. Then I braze here, I have the nitrogen here. I have this valve cut off. Before I braze here, I'll put this cap back on and I'll open up this valve, turn it open, and allow the nitrogen to flow this way, and then this will be my last braze.